Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the What's Good podcast. How are you doing, Simon?
I was going to say the last podcast.
Yeah, and this one will be titled as well, The Last Podcast.
Because it is.
Yeah.
It's the last podcast. ...
No, what if
On
you
this set.
On this set, yeah. What if we just quit? How funny would that be? We were like, oh, we're doing a new set, and then like we're like, nah, just kidding, we're just done. To be fair, we are actually on the ropes right now. If there was any time to quit, it would be now.
We haven't had a guest.
It's because we're waiting for the set, man.
Yeah. Who's going to be our first guest?
Well, we've kind of flopped it because it should be someone like JJ or Harry.
Should be.
But it won't be. It's probably going to be like freaking Talia Moore or some shit.
Whoa! It could be. It could be Harry.
We might be able to get both of them on. Oh, we could get...
No, that's a waste. It's a waste.
Is it a waste?
Yes.
But that would be a banger.
That's a waste. That's sidecast, effectively.
Yeah, but less boring.
Fair.
And also, more views. Maybe not, actually. So, with it being the last one, I've started setting up the new computer. It's working sick now. In the future, we're going to be able to like watch YouTube. We could even listen to music, by the way, if we wanted to. We can't.
Just the whole podcast, we just got tunes on.
We could just play tunes.
To be fair, if a big album came out, little album review, separate video.
Yeah, but also we have cut out the music. Or just whack it on like Vimeo and just...
No, just do it as a separate video.
Sure, and just cut the music short.
Yeah.
And we review
Loads
it.
of people do like a review.
We are wanting to put some more life into the podcast. So today I thought, before we get into whatever we had planned, we'd actually go through like things we would want to improve and what we don't like about the podcast.
Yeah.
Actively. And also in the comments on this one, guys, it is ever a time to give us actual feedback. Then do it now, but be constructive. Don't be like, oh, this podcast sucks. You can say that, feel free, but also then like say some things you don't like, say some things you'd want to improve, because we want to improve it as well, you know.
And in the next week, we're announcing What's Good Podcast Loaded.
Oh my god,
for $19.99 a month.
Do you think that would be a good idea, by the way?
Yes, but no.
Because we actually had a chance to do that a while ago, and you were like, nah, because it's Side Plus.
Well, I also wanted to do it before Side Plus.
Yeah, you did for your
myself,
channel. Yeah, like a pound,
but like 99p.
Yeah,
and I just put that into.
Because also, I'm not sure if I brought this up on the podcast. I actually came to you with the ideas for the Fellow Studio as a whole.
You did,
yeah. Did I mention on the podcast?
A few times.
Yeah, and you're like, nah, and then Freezer comes and you're like, let me invest in that. Actually,
I don't
that sounds like a sick idea.
Mentioned it the first time you brought it up, like you made it up.
I didn't really pitch it properly.
No, but then you've mentioned that you came up with it ages ago.
Oh no, I remember saying to you. I remember literally because I was like, we could make one. It wasn't like their idea necessarily. I was like, we can make one set and bring people in, like new YouTubers, to do a podcast on that set, but just change that set for their one each time. And then it would have grown into that. But you know what? I'm not even jealous.
How many people do you reckon go to the fellas that want a podcast and say like, oh, I want a podcast, and they're just like, nah.
Quite a few, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of them...
I know there's been some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not a good fit. Sometimes they just think, oh, it's not going to
100%.
Not going to work out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think if we pitched them, they'd say no.
By the way, so I will say, I was going to... You know, in the shower and you're thinking of things to say?
Yeah.
I did that for the whole intro. Got here and I have no idea what that was anymore.
Okay.
Must have bumped my head.
You should write things down.
In the shower?
Yeah. Just keep a little waterproof voice recorder.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
Well, you know... I've got a waterproof...
Shower thoughts.
I have a waterproof voice recorder. It's called my iPhone.
Yeah?
Unlike the Osmo, which was, for some reason, there was one there. That's not waterproof.
Why have you got one there?
It's not mine. There's just one there.
It's mine.
I
attempted to record some of the setting up the studio, but I gave up.
Cute. No, what I was going to say is our podcast actually is one of the longest in YouTube... in UK YouTube.
Yeah.
Before, like, after True Geordie, of course. But, you know, and now there's a lot more people doing it. Probably a lot more people doing it better than us as well.
But we've done so many episodes. We have nothing to talk to each other about.
We actually don't.
We actually went through a phase where we didn't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Because we thought, oh, you got to save everything for the podcast.
That was actually a better time for the podcast.
Yeah.
Probably worse for like as friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Where it'd be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Actually, don't tell me.
Yeah.
I'll ask you on the podcast.
I feel like the friends feel good right now. Everyone, it feels kind of good spot right now, do you? Everyone's kind of active, chatting.
Although we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah, we need to do a meal, otherwise...
I mean, I didn't get to the last meal, so I haven't seen all of you in
True,
ages.
actually.
Technically, the last time I saw you all was...
Sidemen trip.
The Sidemen holiday.
Yeah, which we'll get into today.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
And I know this podcast does... All it is talking about Sidemen, but this one is a big one. And
we're both in it.
And he's in the Sidemen, by the way.
Okay, I'm going to bring up something.
Yeah, sure. What I was going to say is we've been going for 5 years, or however long now, which is a crazy length. And we should also have a clap on the back for that, you know?
No, that's not on your back. That's not on your back.
True, that's not on your back.
It's also
no, that was a clap on your hands. That wasn't a clap on your back.
The new set will be episode 250.
Will it?
So it's a
Next
quarter of the
episode.
way to 1,000.
That's really cute.
Next episode will be episode 250.
That's really
sick.
cute. Yeah. So that we actually planned that.
Yeah, that's why we're going to take a break and make sure it's good. So, yeah, we're going to have a big set here.
Yeah. It's really big. It's huge.
Is it?
It's so. We went to see it, and I don't even think it can fit in here.
Oh God.
Don't worry, that's not on us. They measured it. So
Okay.
Did you approve that payment?
The one you told me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I forgot my card reader.
So what, you wanted to go through things that we want to try and do for the next.
Yeah. So what do you think the podcast has failed at recently, and what do you think we can do better?
Posting on time,
Yeah, true.
which is easy. We can do.
Yeah, we can.
That's
no.
been fully like we've been busy.
I do think as well, if we did not have this like little interim for the set, we would have been fine with that. Because in our head,
Yeah.
we've kind of checked out of this current setup,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Guests, which I think we'll get back into.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a case of I don't want to invite anyone onto this set.
No, I don't.
Because this isn't a set.
I don't. I think guests will be even better for us because we can actually get ahead. So even if I go and do some vlogs or whatever, some trips, we can get. It's easier to get ahead with guests.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Topics, but I think when you have guests, topics
Yeah.
come with them.
I feel like we've lost our personality a little bit on the podcast, and we've gone kind of too like Aiden Ross has done this. You know, I was going to say Mr. Beast has done this, but we do have a Mr. Beast topic today. But you know what I mean? Because also I will say you and John and Nick. This is not smoke, by the way.
It sounds like it already.
Sometimes I give smoke, but
It
it's not
sounds like
smoke.
smoke.
I feel like you guys are not on socials as much as Simon and I are.
Oh, diss!
Get burned.
Such a diss.
So when you
take that,
So when you do topics, you'll Google topics, and you'll get only the ones that have gone big on like Dexter or whatever. So rather than being
that was a diss.
no, but rather than being in it, like for example, Nick was like today, "Oh, Mr. Beast is in the new Kung Fu Panda movie." I seen that on TikTok like 3 weeks ago, or when Mr. Beast announced it. So, so you and I. What I mean by that is you and I probably should do more of the actual
Yeah, it would have been
topics.
good to have brought that up in the podcast 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is as well, we're trying to guess what you could be interested in.
Exactly.
You guys actually have to be interested in the thing, because otherwise.
No, I think you both just need to get on TikTok more.
Well, not,
I do think that. Yeah, you
well,
should.
not if it gets banned.
In the US, you actually. This is what I'm saying. You guys are so old.
Yeah, if it gets
It's only getting banned in the US.
If it gets banned in the US, there's still a lot of it's going to die off, I reckon. Do you
Everything
not think?
the US does, the UK copies.
Yeah, big
Well,
time.
no, but I'm not going to get into the argument. That's just stupid.
You don't think it's going to get banned here as well?
No.
I think it'll get banned here as well.
100%. If it gets banned in America, it'll get banned here and in Europe.
Man, the majority of the
Better than
content
£10.
and the majority of the content creators will be like not on it. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, okay, whatever. It's
it'll
fine.
just be a UK.
Sounds like excuses from you, John, to not get better
It'll
topics.
be a UK Reels. That's what it'll be.
If
It'll just
TikTok
be-
gets
Oh my
banned
God.
fully, though, I think someone will just make an American TikTok.
No, what happens is they're just gonna bow to the US government. They're just gonna make it US owned. It's
Yeah, they need to
TikTok's
make
too
it
big
US
to do that.
owned,
Let's real quick mention Reels. Have you seen the Reels I've been putting in?
Yeah.
So
But it doesn't work.
You-
I click every
yeah.
single time.
You
I've
got-
closed it multiple times.
I'll show you in a
That's
minute how to do it.
Okay,
It's okay. But so I stopped posting it into the group chat and started sending them directly to JJ, only because I was sending way too many
You were.
and they were getting way too bad. I'm going to show you off the podcast. Like some of the things I've been sent. Did you watch that one I put yesterday? Just before you messaged about.
No.
Did you see what it was?
No, I clicked it and it didn't load it.
Okay, fucking.
What are you alluding to here? You're not saying what.
No,
you're-
Reels has become
On
unreal.
Reels, what I'm saying is he links so many Reels, Instagram Reels, but when you click on a link in the chat, it just takes you to Reels, doesn't take you to that Reel.
Aha, right.
So loads of us, like me and Lux, were both like, yeah, I gave up trying to find them. After.
for some
I
reason-
have to search
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
the ad
okay.
is and stuff, and I just can't be asked.
For some reason, the TikTok, the Instagram Reel comments are just unfiltered.
Yeah.
The comments are horrendous, but they're so funny. And
They've
then
been getting darker and darker, basically, is what.
it's just so dark now.
Randolph is
And
trying to
for some reason,
allude
my
to.
feed now is just full, and I can't even talk about it because it's crazy. I know that Tom Segura clip I showed everyone is sort of touched on it, but anyway.
What, you're just talking about people people dying?
No, whoa.
No,
You're not
Whoa,
talking about that?
no.
Whoa.
Oh mate,
It's more bullying.
Oh right, my
It'll
Instagram
be,
reels is
here's
just
a
people
nice-
getting car crashed.
It'll be like, here's someone doing a mundane task, and all the comments are just like ripping into, I don't know what they look like. It's horrible, but some of them are really inventive.
Yeah. So I think you and I, because I remember when we first started the podcast, you and I actually would write all the topics.
Yeah.
And that was pretty. I mean, we need more of that. Obviously, we need to do more topics because these guys are just throwing darts in the wind. Is that a saying?
You're throwing darts
in the wind. I like
Yeah.
it. I mean, did you know, that was that topic where we said a saying that sounds like a saying. That sounds like a saying.
Throwing darts in the wind.
I can't wait for the new set. So you're not echoey as fuck. I'm listening to you and you're echoey. Like in my ear, you're echoey. Let alone the podcast.
What?
Is he not echoey for you?
No.
Say something?
Hello.
Bro, it's a bit echo.
I mean,
we're all going to get
he
these
just
mics.
sounds like
I
he's
told him to
talking.
buy. We've got new headphones over there. I told him to buy 6 of them. He goes, "Oh, we only need 4." Me and Nick have got our own. And I was like, you know what? No, I want all of us to wear the same headphones. Also, we were talking about tables. You know, the table we want to get for Nick and John and John. He found some shit ones in this building. Brought them. Was going to bring them up, and I was like, nah, because they don't look very nice. He's like, oh, but it doesn't matter. The camera's not going to see them. But do you believe it or not that everything should be nice?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No,
If everything's nice, then you feel nice.
Mate,
It's
But
like
that's
a-
like saying everything behind the camera right now could be a shithole there. But
Bro.
I think if the whole room is tidy,
Yeah.
and
Bro,
that
he's
feels
just
nice.
convincing you to spend a bunch of money that we don't need.
we have the money for it, and also
No,
it's a
but
new table.
I
Man.
think when the entire room is nice, it doesn't have to be like bougie. Just like
Tidy.
I'll show you this
clean.
table. You're gonna be like, oh, it's just a table.
No, bro, you actually won't. It's gross. It reminds me of a
not,
Motorola.
It's just a table.
It's a Motorola versus Nokia. Round and pebbly. And also, by the way, that's why watches are so good, because the internal, you can't see them, but you know it's made to perfection. That matters. The little stuff matters. That's why you're like the way you are, John, actually.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that, Randolph.
No, you've got a lot of good qualities, but that's one part that I actually think is you could do some,
Randy, let's not get started on the qualities you need, mate.
oh.
Let's not get started.
So what do you
Sorry.
think? I'm going to just change the topic.
Sorry, I should
The sexual tension was unbearable.
I would kiss John.
What do you think needs to change for the podcast?
I think more personality. I think we are getting older
Okay.
now. Less stuff like. I mean, we can still do. We'll still do Sidemen.
still do like current news. And
Yeah. We'll do anything that relates to the
YouTube
platform
news.
that we're on, but
Yeah.
less about who that is. You know, like Neon Aiden. I know we don't do that anyway, but like I'm actually like we don't care really.
If we're fully in the situation, then we. Well,
Oh, of course, yeah. So if
Not
JJ's
as, in, not as in if I'm in it, as in like it has to be JJ doing something that I'm involved. I mean, as in like if Neon does something and I've actually seen everything.
Yeah.
I've seen loads. We can talk about it.
yeah.
But a lot of the time, yeah, we do talk about. Oh, Aiden Ross did this, by the way. Did you see it? No, not really.
And yeah, so if you're interested in it, sure. But I actually, a lot of the time, have no interest in it. And also, we're getting older. We're changing our perspective on things. So we should also change the way the podcast is. So more personality. We actually have more personality than people think.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Okay. What else?
I want to like react to stuff as well. We're going to react to stuff.
Yeah, I actually low key want to do a not tamed. A minuscule version of Fellas Loaded
Mm-hmm.
that's not a paywall.
Oh, so like more content.
Was in yeah
Yeah, we
like
can do
they're
that.
doing they're going on trips and doing this
Yeah.
like big videos.
Yeah.
It's behind a paywall. I'm talking more like I just said, if a new album comes out, we go, all right, let's just do an album reaction.
Yeah, sure.
We sit down. That's a separate video. It's not on the podcast.
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
We
No, I
could
like
do. Nick was saying we could do like John's question time, and he asked us
Fucking hell.
10 questions,
That'd be fucking
Can we
shit.
pick someone else? No, that sounds really great. That sounds really
and
great.
he answered that as a separate video.
Yeah.
Loads more content that's not just
no,
the
I'm
podcast.
down for that. Yeah, well, we can when the new set's here, we can do that because also all the lights are going to be connected, so we can do different themes as well, so that we can do a different like lighting for each little part.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And also, we are going to, by the way, guys, put the clips on a different channel. Like we actually said we're going to do that now.
And then we cut those videos onto the main channel.
Yeah.
And then we have podcast and like 2 videos a week.
So essentially, anything you see on the podcast channel, this current channel, will be something that's worth watching to you. Because if you've already seen the podcast, you won't click the clips. So now everything will be a new, fresh piece of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, nice, cool. All right. Any what you boys reckon?
Anything you want to add or change?
You can be as hard, like as
Man,
brutal as you want
you
to
guys
be.
turn up with topics, we're chill.
Well, you still got to do some topics. Can't just quit that
like
job.
things you're actually interested in.
Okay.
Men.
Well, but then also you could do better with thinking what we actually are interested in as well.
Yeah,
Mate,
you know us. You hang around us a lot.
nah, not well enough to guess what you guys are going to like. Sometimes, like, oh, they love that, and then it's just like,
No, hold on.
shit.
This is, by the way, this is actually not me going at you now because it sounds like there's some tension in this podcast. But I'm saying in general. But if you guys are producing for a podcast, then you should actually work to put yourself in my mindset.
Yeah,
True. That means we should
Damn.
also have meetings before the podcast
Yeah.
as well.
That's true. That's so
yeah,
true.
And if you're a podcast the actual host, maybe you could try and engage with the topics more. There we go. When they come up. Maybe a good podcast host can
John
engage
has
with any topic.
turned up, by the way, in the
the way-
foulest mood.
By the way, I was going to bring it up at the start, but you actually are in a really bad mood today.
Oh yeah, I've had like.
Okay.
I walked in, he was like, oh, nothing works. Computer doesn't work. Dropbox, shit.
Dropbox has finished him, to be fair. I want to help you, man. By the way, even the other day when we were here on Friday, I was like, if you want me to help you upload the footage, and you're like, nah, mate. I would help.
Yeah, I don't think this is fun podcast topics. To be fair, I don't really want to do this.
I would like to see like some branding, so like some merch or some.
We can do
stuff
that,
like
yeah,
that, so
sure.
it creates a whole
Yeah.
branding
But
feel.
I do agree, but I also want to make sure that like content top at the top,
not,
you know.
not necessarily to sell, but like it just creates.
Fun.
As soon as you see it, you're like, "That's this podcast. That's that." Like
I agree.
everything looks like because like the fellas, you see them wear their shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, true.
what-
True.
what is
Yeah, I
that
do want to
CEO
do.
guy, you
I
know?
want to do. We've spoken about it a million times. I want to do merch. That's not normal merch. Like I want slippers. We should do slippers.
I was going to do a main channel video back in the day, like literally like 2 years ago, where I was going to go on like Alibaba and just get you know how Supreme do like pencil sharpeners.
Yeah.
I was going to get every product I could get and put what's good on it, and then do a mystery box for you and let you open it.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, don't tell Simon. It's been like 2 years now.
I'm just saying that's something that we could do
We
as
should
a
do that.
separate video.
Yeah. I've got logos made for the podcast for merch. And I can't find them because I was going to get neon lights made and just get all the logos we've got. Do you have them?
No, that just sounds awesome.
I sent them to someone at some point. We got to dig them out.
Okay.
They weren't really good enough to say to like run with for the whole branding, but like they're just little alternate ones.
Okay.
You know. What I will say is, I can't see what the next topic is.
But what you will say is,
I don't know. I was gonna read. I was gonna read the topic, but I was gonna say like Cyber Sunday or no. I will go into this real quick before we go into it. So Cyber Sunday, one of my jokes was cut out.
it was.
You know, and then also I'm also now hearing from Nick that a joke in the podcast that I made was also cut out.
Yeah.
Without my knowledge,
Why would you like?
because
Yeah.
I wanted to see the reaction to both of them.
You don't need to see the reaction.
Okay. I was curious to see what would happen, and nothing happened because nothing was out there. But I feel like the world is getting more racy.
Racy.
Race is probably the wrong word.
Yeah. Edgy.
No, it's like the wokeness is going back a little bit.
Okay.
You know.
Wow.
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Yeah, Randolph, as he said, did a bit of stand-up in the latest Sidemen Sunday.
Yeah.
It is the longest Sidemen Sunday ever.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours.
What is the second longest? You know.
2:26.
Wow. So it blew it out of the water.
Yeah. Although we did a Sidemen, I can't remember if it was Sidemen or Sidemen Clothing or Side Plus or whatever the TikTok was.
Yeah.
It jarred me out so much because it shows a load of like long films and it's like Wolf of Wall Street, 186 minutes. This film, 190 minutes. This film, 220 minutes. And then new Sidemen Sunday, 3 hours. And everyone's just like, why the fuck have you put it in
Why are you comparing
hours?
movie?
No, but also you've put it in 3 hours.
Oh my God,
Everything else
okay.
you put minutes.
Oh.
And ours is less than all of them.
Okay.
They're all like 3 hours 30.
You should write a strongly worded email to that employee.
I think let me look. Our longest video, 2:13 was the Europe edition holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2:25 was the Europe hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I think it is a step in the right direction for Simon in general, this video. Not because it was long, but it's like, you obviously got in-house editors now, which I think probably played a part to it. You had some great music in it, which we'll get to later as well. I will say, I do think some things could have been cut out.
Oh, 100%. I watched through and I was like,
Yeah, and that's even me going in the mindset of like, I actually really liked it being long because I was ready for it. But I was like, you know what, this part does not need
I
to
felt like
be
it was
in.
long for the sake of being long.
Yes, so it's in some moments. I also think the grading as well, this is just a blanket one. I think because you guys are grading more things now, it was like a bit too like, let's make this look as sick as possible. When like sometimes it's just like people in a car.
Yeah.
And like you can just turn it down
You
a
need
little
to
bit.
grade a car.
Yeah, just make it normal.
Do you want to know some of the movies it was about the same time as?
Yep.
So Wolf of Wall Street was exactly the same time, 180 minutes.
Okay.
Avengers Endgame was...
By the way,
only-
I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street still because it's so long. I just can't. I know it's going to be good, but I just can't be bothered to start it.
I was going to say something to you, but it'd probably get cut out, so I just won't.
Avengers Endgame was only 1 minute longer at 181.
Okay.
Well, I think also, hot take, comparing movies to Simon videos is just dumb because it's like... What?
Computers. Never mind, carry on.
Why is it dumb?
It just went... because like obviously it's just different. Like every second of the movie is like calculated. I'm not saying that this one isn't,
No,
but you
I
know,
fully-
it's just like you and Vic just chatting.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It's 2 minutes longer than Lord of the Rings, the first one, and 1 minute longer than the second Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god, that's too long. That's so long.
Well, I would say it's not too long if every I don't know. I think it could have been cut down here and there, but I like the fact that it was long. Obviously, if you're fans of the Sidemen, you'll enjoy it anyway because it's more content at the end of the day. I enjoyed all you guys bantering. I enjoyed all of it, but I'm like, some bits could have just been cut out. But no, I like. One thing I didn't want to suggest. I wish we could see your guys. You know when you guys meet and you do this, you meet. Spoiler alert.
Well, if you haven't seen it, we'll see you in 4 hours. Go watch it.
Yeah. There's a swap, right?
Yeah.
So when you guys do that, Vic goes, "Oh, I don't even want to face those guys." And it cuts to just Josh presenting. I really would want to see when you guys actually meet.
To be fair, it was very just calm.
Yeah. But
Like,
as a viewer watching a video, when he goes, "Oh, I don't even want to face them," and it cuts to not, I'm like, "Oh, I want that resolution of you guys actually meeting."
Yeah. Well,
But even if it was bad, I want to see it.
No, there was like that's what I mean.
Okay.
There was nothing. As in, we literally we just pulled up in a car. They were standing where we did the swap,
Yeah.
and we kind of just walked up and we're like, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah," that was it.
Mm.
Like there was no like. I don't think there was any banter
teasing,
back and forth.
okay,
Like
got you,
I was
got you.
kind of expecting JJ to be like, "Haha, like look what you're wearing."
Yeah.
What we were wearing was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was.
the bad
Yeah, when
team
Vic kept
outfits.
complaining about it, I was like, actually, it's not that
Because
bad.
it was pink as one.
Well, yeah, but no one's around. When he was walking up the hill, he's like, "Oh, I'm like a fucking Power Ranger in the pitch black."
But what I was going to say when I went is this video will most likely go into I don't know top 10
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
and you're in it.
Oh my god! Come on! It's actually 1 out of 10.
It's currently it was a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then it dropped down to a 4.
Yeah.
Then it went back up to a 3, and then it dabbled on 4, and it is currently a 2.
Nice. This is definitely like a long one though. Well, sorry, I know it's long, but I'm saying
This is
it'll
year
grow
later
Yeah,
you
for sure,
look
for
and,
sure. No, we're in it. And, do you know like the? You probably don't know, or maybe we spoke to you when we were there. Like the build up to us getting there was so funny.
No. Well, we'll
Yeah, go on. We'll get there.
to that. So
Sure.
we start off the video and we split up, and who was it? Harry. I think he says it in the video, but he was literally like, "Whoever's on Vic's team's the bad team." Like, you know it.
Right.
Because in the group chat, so Vic, obviously, we filmed the how far can you get on a Thursday or a Friday, and then on Monday we left for this.
Yeah.
So in that video, I think Josh and Harry a few times say, "Oh, we've got a big shoot on Monday."
Right.
They say that, and everyone's been like, "What's the big shoot?"
They do
What's
say
the
that.
big
Yeah.
shoot?"
Yeah, they do say that.
It was this. Then Vic obviously went home ill,
Yeah.
and everyone started saying in the group chat like, "Are you sure you want to do this video? Like, you can,
Yeah.
if you're ill, like you're ill."
Yeah.
And I would literally said, I don't think Vic should. I think he should rest.
Yeah.
And Josh kept saying like, and Tanya kept saying, TP kept saying like, "Vic, are you 100% sure you're going to be okay for this? Like, I want to make sure. I don't want you to go out." And they were so over the top with how much they were like careful about it. But
Yeah.
Harry was like, he has to be the bad team,
Yeah.
and he was right.
Yeah. Because I guess implying that the good team will be doing like activities and stuff.
Well, no, they were saying like they had to make sure he was 100% okay because the bad team is going to be doing stuff.
Okay, got you the other way around.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got you. Yeah, sure.
Because they
fair.
would, if he was on the good team, realistically, you wouldn't need to ask him if he's going to be all right. Because worst case, he's just sat in like a nice chalet.
Yeah. Okay, I
and
see that.
blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I see that. So Harry was right.
He was right.
Team.
He was right. And then, then we go to Verbier, I think it is, which I don't know what it is, but those two do.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh my god, Verbier! There's no bad places here." And I mean, the one we stayed at was still nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bunk bed and a single bed.
Yeah.
But it was still nice. The guys we met, very nice guys.
Yeah.
The woman running it, very nice.
Yeah.
And I actually haven't seen. I saw pictures of the place they stayed in, but apparently it was insane.
It looked good. Yeah. No, I mean, also like with the kind of what they had set up for them was so good. Like the food looked unreal. They had like a chef there, and he was actually making like not just like nice food, but it was like the JJ was like peeling the steak, the cheese down and stuff.
I've
was
been
really
wanting to do
good.
that for so long.
Well, you could have if you were in a good team. Sorry.
And then they went sledding.
Yeah.
I heard John didn't have fun.
Sledding was a bad time, yeah. Like, no one recce'd it, and it was shit. It was so impossible to film, and I mean, JJ couldn't do it at all.
You got a.
And
phone
there
out,
was no
yeah.
ability to stick any GoPros on anything.
Oh. Basically, that trip was full of us getting like, we just heard things very cryptically because no one wants to be specific because they don't know what you know.
Yeah.
So someone just came over and was like, "Oh, John's not happy," and we're like, "Why? What's happened?" That makes it sound like John's had this like torrential like breakdown.
Who said that to you though?
Frames probably.
No, it wasn't James.
Okay. Well, it's Frames or Jack, right?
Huh?
Frames or Jack. They were the unknown guys on your team.
No, we had like 3 or 4 people kind of like
Okay,
constantly.
sure.
Someone said it, and yeah, we were just like, oh, what's happened to John? And then it's turned out you just weren't very good at it. That was about it.
No, it was that we couldn't film it in any way. It wasn't possible to film it in any way.
I don't want to say John. John's going to blow up.
Nothing had been provided to film it adequately, basically, and no one had seen it. It got replaced at last minute, so there was no ability for anyone to check it properly. But it was just basically really, really difficult to film, and then it got dark immediately as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Louis was meant to drone it, and there was no way for Louis to get his kit down the hill either. So.
Okay. Because then we also got given these suitcases and was like, yeah,
blue
walk
ones.
up to your place.
Yeah.
Just so unnecessary. Like, fair enough. But it was literally like, it's like a mile and a half walk or something like that with these huge suitcases. Yeah. And Vic, by the way, I want to call him out for this.
Yeah.
And everyone's going like, oh, you hate Vic. No. When we're walking, me and Harry are both lugging these suitcases. And Harry's picked up mine and gone, oh, you can have that one. So he's taking the lighter one. I'm dragging it. And Vic 3 times on that walk goes, Harry, you sure you don't want me to take it? And he goes, no, it's all right. And then Vic just doesn't ask me. I was like, Vic, bro. Just at least offer. I'll say no because whatever. But yeah.
Well, he's offering Harry, but not you.
He literally, like, every time Harry made it, like, he went, ugh, like that. He would go, are you sure you want to take it? Like, I don't mind. I was just like, I'm dying back here.
That is jokes. I will say that I really like this video though. I think it's like a step in the right direction. So even I know, like I say, John saying certain things weren't like. I think it's getting better though.
Yeah,
like a concept as a whole, like editing, camera work, grading. It's starting to like. I'm kind of like excited for new videos to come.
Well, our directions we got given didn't lead us to the house. I don't know how well it's portrayed in the video, but
no.
It literally goes like he gives us an address, so we go to that, and then from there. We have to walk up the mountain, like on the snow with these suitcases, and then find this random house, which we never got told either.
Well, because in Bad
Teams,
Teams,
an address, but the address just was this. Yeah. And then James goes like, "Oh, by the way, it's number 67 or whatever it is."
Yeah. In these videos, obviously, the whole premise is like cheap v expensive, good v bad sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, when you know you're in a bad, like obviously your guys,
well, it's not going to be good v bad. To clear that up.
Yeah, sorry.
Cheap v expensive.
Yes. And obviously, it's a little bit implied that it's going to be worse off.
Yeah.
But it still should be fun. But
but some people always like it should be way worse.
Yes,
it should be a terrible. You shouldn't have fun.
No.
It's like okay, but we're still trying to make content, and the premise is cheap v expensive, not good v bad.
Yeah. But the whole point of like you guys being on the cheaper team is that you're supposed to complain. So obviously, you can if you watch these videos as well from like a creator point of view, you'll hear like Vic and like yourself and Harry like say stuff like, "Oh, it sucks," But that's because you're supposed to say that.
Yeah.
But then also in this video, it's funny because it became a point where like you actually were just fuming.
Yeah, it's
and
because
you can start to see like the turmoil.
Yeah. So one thing happened on the first night. We went out. Firstly, this walk we did, it was meant to be 1.5 miles. It ended up being like 1.5 miles and then another mile up a mountain.
Yeah, someone told me
suitcases
that Vic had said, "Oh my god, Randy would hate this," and then I ended up going, but not to that part.
No,
that's the first walk.
Was like twice as easy, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that
mountain was so much easier.
Yeah.
So on the first night, so we did that, and then went out, and we get this list. We get 2 pieces of paper, and the first one says, "Complete 4 tasks before opening the next envelope," something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says underneath, like really small, "You must complete all tasks before you go to bed."
Yeah.
So we open that, and we do the first 4 tasks on that sheet, and we're like, "Cool, we're done."
Yeah.
We open the next envelope, and it's like, "Meet the chicken for a drink," or something like that.
Yeah.
And we think, okay, we just need to find this chicken, calm, whatever. And then we phone Josh, and he's like, "No, it says do all of the tasks," and that's where it just hit us, and we were just like,
"Well, because you guys started like being like, oh, fuck you, Josh," and then you actually thought he'd done you a nice by saying all you have to do is 4 of the tasks. Yeah. So you're like, "Oh, sick, great." Then it goes back to no, you have to do them all.
Yeah, I think all of us are just kind of a little bit sick of just the list.
I will say as well, I do agree in not just Josh, but in Sidemen videos as a whole, when it's like, oh, you go to this area, and then there's a list of tasks. To be fair, in the new video we did, that you and I and Josh did.
Yeah.
That's also better, but it still could be. I'll just say it
could be more refined.
Yeah. So like, I think having a list, like you go to somewhere cool, even though it's a cheap team, you go somewhere cool and it's like, oh, go and shake 5 people's hands. It's like, and then it's like, oh, it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like, it feels like begging for content. Not begging, but it feels like asking someone to do content when you're already doing content. Like, it's already a long ass video. You don't have to do like these 12 different tasks. I think more it should be like goals to do while you're there. So like an overarching goal. So rather than going and shaking 5 people's hands, it's like something that's like 2 or 3 things, but it's something that you all enjoy to do, or it's you know. Whereas I know the video you and I and Josh did, which is not out yet, that was like, it was like do whatever you want. That could be maybe had a few more things to do, if that makes sense. Set things.
Yeah.
So there's got to be like a middle ground, yeah.
But the thing is, we also, like, I mean, Nick, you'll know this, I assume. Whenever I fly, my stomach is in bits.
2 days at least of...
I know this too.
Well,
I'm actually quite close to you.
So we landed and then immediately went out. So I'm literally, I'm sat there thinking like,
my stomach's also like that, but
I
not
need
bad.
a shit.
Yeah.
And then we get told we have to drink loads. Harry doesn't want to drink. Vic wasn't drinking because of his stomach.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I will shit myself. And I'll just get stomach aches.
Yeah.
So we
you don't like shitting in the public, do you?
Not public.
That should be like that. You should in your head
if I
train
have to,
yourself.
No. If I have to, I do. But
you could have gone to one of the bars, let a quick one out, and then be like, "I'm back now."
It's not quick ones.
Really?
No, it's like 20 minutes.
Okay. I want to ask more about this. How does it come out? Is it runny when you're on planes? Oh, what is it? What, it's like actual solid shit comes out. Why don't you ship before you got on the plane?
I do.
Wow. So just
And
what?
then
Just,
always,
it just creates one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Every time I go on a plane, I will always, if say I go on any holiday, it's not like going straight into filming. I'll get off the plane, we'll go to the hotel. I'll have a shit before we meet. Yeah.
Maybe that's getting gross now. Why don't you take like some sort of laxative before you go, like a day before? Be like,
just empty my bowels.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be like starving.
You can get like a little boost bar.
But what I had when we were doing that thing of like finding the chicken, I got texted something that I had to sort.
Oh, I know what it was.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say what it is because
fair.
It'll be worse. But I literally had to sort it out, and it's stress.
Yeah, that was also in the part of when we rocked up. Josh told us that as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was literally stressing, and then he's like, "Oh, you got to go do this, and you got to drink, and you got to." I was like, "Bro, I'm not in the mood. I can't."
Yeah.
So yeah, we go out, we do all that.
I will say, watching it, you did a decent job at not like looking too annoyed.
I mean, that night was all right once we kind of walked around.
It looked really
one
beautiful.
bit where you do look annoyed.
Which bit?
The bit when you guys all bust in. And Vic's all like, "No, it's a party now," and you're like, "I'm going to bed in 5 minutes."
Yeah,
your face in
it's
the corners.
It's because we were literally like, me and JJ had been talking like, we're going to bed soon because.
So also,
we're also knackered, by the way, because Josh wanted us to stay out till like 2.
Yeah.
That first night, and then get up to film at 7.
Got you.
And I was like, we're going to be knackered.
Yeah. Well, we can get to that part at some point, but I will say our plane was a little bit late. And our driver just wasn't there. We got off the plane and no one was there to get us. That's why I broke my fucking Osmo, by the way. Actually, I should invoice Sidemen. I'm joking. Because we had to wait for ages, sit on the floor for our driver to come. Then he didn't know the address. Because the address we got given was just an area. It wasn't like, go here. It's just like a postcode. So our driver didn't know. So we were a little bit late. So that's why, in the video, James is trying his hardest to keep you guys active and rolling because he's waiting for us to come get you. But we're like half an hour late. So you guys are just sat there doing nothing. And you're like, well, why are we filming? Let's just stop rolling now. But he's trying to hold you guys for us to come,
Yeah.
And also, we'll get to that anyway because we can chat about it. We'll do it now. Okay, sure. There's no point of like us scaring you because you guys are just not in the mood. Like that would have been really good if you guys were like, "Oh my god, what is this?" That would have been really good. But we just bang it, and we didn't know obviously. The inside, you guys are just like, "Who's this?"
It's because we had Steve there,
and Gil,
and we had Gil. So these 2 guys.
Yeah,
I mean everyone knows Steve.
Yeah,
they went down to get us. I think did they?
That's why. Yeah, so
they went down to get them.
Yeah,
but they've left the room.
Yeah,
they've left the room. We're sat there. And we're talking about how we're going to go to bed because we've been told like, all right, when you wake up, you leave.
Yeah.
There's no real filming in the morning. It's just film you leaving, like film you walking down the mountain. So we thought, okay, the sooner we go to bed, we can go.
Yeah.
And then these 2 guys haven't come back, and then James he's filming us, and we just start hearing banging on the roof, and we're all thinking, okay, well, none of the camera crew seem like they're at all scared.
Yeah, they should have been scared, man.
The 2 people that have been here the whole time are missing.
Yeah.
We thought it was them.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, this is just some form of like, please make content.
Well, at least we were lucky that JJ was going to get the wood at the time we started banging, because on the video, he's
JJ
scared.
was a little bit shook.
Yeah. And you guys did not care. And if obviously we knew that you wouldn't care, and we wouldn't have done it. We'd just come in and be like, hey. But you didn't know it was us, at least.
No, we didn't.
We thought we got clocked. Even Vic came out, and he still didn't know it was us.
But he could just see a figure.
Yeah, but isn't that so funny though? Because like, imagine it wasn't us or Gil or Steve.
No, we knew
and Vic's just like, go away now, and someone's just about to kill you. Vic's like, no.
Yeah, I think the way it would have been absolute best was if when we turned up, there's like where the supplies were in that back room. I don't know if
I went there to get Steve back.
If you were all in there,
that
would have been amazing.
That'd have been sick.
Because then it would have been firstly the vibes.
JJ going to get. Oh, that would have been fucking sick.
Exactly.
They should have told us that.
To get there before us.
Yeah, no. As in, like, but even still, they could have let us into that back door because the back we were banging on that back door, but no one could hear us because like there's that whole room there. So if someone would have let us in there,
because if we heard it in the house, that's very different.
Yeah, well, no. So they sent JJ to get firewood. Yeah, they should have sent him to get that and us be in there.
Yeah,
because obviously we were there at that point.
Yeah, that would have been because that would have actually been a little bit like Steve could be James might have said, "Can you just bang on the roof?" And he's just hitting the roof. Yeah. But he wouldn't walk around this room and make noises.
Yeah, and be like, ooh. Yeah. He's not going to do that. That'd have been funny. But also, just to preface it a little bit, we were late, and then that hill walk is so funny because I was doing, obviously, it was quite tough for me to actually walk up there. It was easier than what you said before, but it's still quite tough for me. Yeah. So, but also, I'm like, I'm also playing up to it in the video. So I'm like, it's a Sidemen video, a big one. I don't know what's going to get in here. So I'm just going to overcompensate. So I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking so hard. This is really impossible. And then when I watched the video back, you lot just walk up.
So it was so, honestly, so we got told. So this is a fault of kind of, I don't know who told us really, but we got told in the morning about we did a skiing and they were kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, the next things are like, they are kind of bad.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck?
We kept getting told that as well. Like,
yeah, we're like, what the fuck is it going to be? And we're obviously not in a great mood. We've been skiing, so we're all right. We're like quite happy. And then they kind of just go, all right, well, you're cooking your own food. And I was like, well, I still haven't had a shit. So I'm not. I can't eat. Vic's like, I can't eat anything weird. Like, I need to eat a proper meal because, yeah. And we just keep getting told over and over again about how what we've got coming up is bad, really bad. Then we turn up to this walk, and honestly, so much easier than the night before.
Yeah, well, even I thought, to be fair, after when it was done, I was like, oh, I thought it was going to go on for much longer. It was a pretty short walk, quite intense, but
I didn't take a bag because I thought it was going to be that hard. I took a toothbrush, and that was it. Yeah. I was just like, oh, this is going to be impossible. And I walked up, and I genuinely didn't have a deep breath.
Yeah.
So calm.
Yeah. So anyway, before all this, Josh messaged us three and was like, oh, do you guys want to do this? We're like, yeah, sure, sounds good. And then on the day, they were like, oh, by the way, vibes are a little bit low. So obviously you guys, our whole goal was to go and like bring up the vibes, you know. But then we kept hearing, oh, the vibes are actually really, really low. Like, it's really down bad. So we were nervous. We were so nervous because, to be fair, as well, it's you, JJ, and Vic. Like, I would say usually if there's like, say, Harry or maybe Ethan, I feel like they're the ones who like sometimes would latch on and be like.
It depends who's with Ethan though.
That's true as well. He can actually be a rotten. Yeah. But I feel like even yourself, like if you're in a bad mood, it's hard to actually pick you up. JJ's like. JJ depends who he's with, I think, as well. 100%. So we were like, oh God, we're so nervous.
Well, we heard the vibe was bad on the good team the first. Were you with the good team?
Oh, I was with the good team, yeah.
We heard the vibe on the good team the first night wasn't good. We were like, they keep like complaining that they have to go in a hot tub and stuff.
It just kind of Josh really wanted to pad it out, so there was just a never-ending list of tasks to do in the chalet, which was do this, and they were getting more and more convoluted. But then also at the same time, there was only two of them, and Toby was getting a massage, so two of them were having to do it.
I think massage is one of the worst contents. I think it's like, realistically, you should have a 3-minute massage. You get the, and that's it.
Yeah, I feel you.
The chalet, they should have they should just explore everything anyway. Right.
See, I do think that's the thing. We did that, and then it was, and then do this, and then do this. Okay. It was a long list, and it kept us going to like 2 a.m.
That's what JJ turned up when he swapped teams. He was very much like, yeah, I was on the good team, but I didn't have any time.
Mad. Enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but JJ also woke up at 4:30 to do crypto stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm. Trust me, I am not saying that he was in the right.
Yeah. So we heard that. We heard JJ has not had any sleep. He's doing crypto.
Oh, I've just seen the cheese.
Yeah, there you go.
That's literally. I see TikToks of this and I want to do it.
Yeah. That was, yeah. So obviously,
he didn't do it great.
They did it first time.
I was going to say, JJ did
staff did it, yeah. So we get told that like everyone's in a bad mood. I knew what happened with you as well with the thing you don't mention. JJ's lack of sleep, obviously, and Vic has been ill. So I'm like, bro,
that is a lost cause.
What the fuck is the way going? And like, sorry, John, to do the example. When you're in a bad mood and someone goes, "Oh, cheer up, man," it doesn't work.
It's the worst thing.
So we're like, we're gonna go up with it, and our goal is to rock up and be like, let's go.
Yeah.
And like when like it can either go that way or the vibe's even worse. So we're really nervous. We start fucking on the bang on the door and stuff, and then no one cares. And then we just rock in. And everyone's just
again, we had none of us had any inclination that guests were coming.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
So we were literally just like, this is a really poor attempt of creating content.
Yeah.
And then you guys turned up. And like even then we were like, oh, okay.
But I think to be fair, it's probably one of the things where like that part you don't want to fake that part because you want to see what the reaction would be. Maybe they should have told maybe James to get scared as well. Like the camera crew should have been like, what the fuck's this?
Yeah.
Or did a different method
just put a camera down.
True.
And then go in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then the noises would have happened and we'd have been like...
Or to be fair, instead of being like, let's keep rolling, let's make content, just, put some GoPros up, cut everything, let you guys go to bed or whatever, and then we start banging.
And they saw that the GoPros were still rolling and they told them to turn them off.
No, we told him to turn the big camera off.
One of the camera
There
guys...
was no like, not even like hidden, but there was no GoPro set to the sides.
It's in the video.
One of them said that at some point there was a GoPro, and someone could say that GoPro's still blinking.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Yeah, because he's put it in the middle of the table.
Right, also more hidden. Okay,
it's also
sure.
in the video.
Even hidden, just they put up GoPros on the wall and stuff. Just turn one of them on.
Yeah, it's all left in. You guys being like, oh, we should roll now, and then Jay's be like, nah, we've got to keep going. It's in the video, which is actually quite funny. So yeah, they should have just put them in the corners, set them up, let you guys go to bed, and then if you're in bed. And then you know that Steve's in bed, Gil's in bed, and we're knocking. Then okay, now that's probably a bit about.
I mean, if Steve and Gil were in the room, we would be a bit like,
because also you're so far out the way that like it's not like people are around there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we rock up, and then the vibes were low. But to be fair, the vibes got a lot better, but not really on footage much.
That's why I think they were better though.
True.
Because half the stuff didn't make it in.
And then the last part where we're actually where we're
in bed.
That's a joke. That's so funny, man. That's like the best moment.
That could have been, by the way, like probably like an hour and a half podcast of just listening to what we were talking about. I didn't know James was rolling either.
Yeah.
So shout out him to the fact he carried on.
Well, yeah, but he was rolling twice. He was rolling with that camera, which is good. But then he had the other one with the bright light.
Oh, that one was annoying.
So annoying.
And he just puts it onto someone's face and like it's pitch black and this light is just on your eyes.
But I like that a lot. And then the content's funny there as well. And then Vic just says something and everyone starts laughing.
That's in the video.
Yeah, that's in there, yeah.
The way boys, get your strain up, eh? And it's just a moment of silence.
Just like, that's the most MP thing. Yeah. But that's funny, man. That
was really funny.
Yeah, and then Freeze is like, I'm so... my heart rate's so high right now. And someone commented as well, it's like a sleepover, which it was. We felt like teenagers again, which is really nice. But no, I will say, I think it's a great video though, overall. Obviously things can always go better, but I kind of like enjoyed watching it.
It's the first one... The thing I was saying as well on the day was like, it's the first one we've done that's 2 nights.
Yes.
Like we've done 2 nights before, but filming from the second we got there to the second we leave.
Yeah.
3 full days or 3 days of content. It's the first time we've done that for one video.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like being on the bad team, you normally have something to look forward to, whether it's the swap or the end.
Yeah.
Whereas when we did the swap early morning of the first day, you're like, right, well, that's me for the bad team, and I still have another night, and I still have another morning and a daytime.
Yeah.
So we were saying like, there's nothing to look forward to now. Whereas normally we knew there had to be a swap. There had to be at least one person swapping, whether it was everyone, 2, whatever. That's what we looked forward to, and then we didn't want to go. We wanted to go home.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think maybe do you guys when filming it, do you know, not this one, but all videos, do you know it's going to be as long as it is or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a feeling sometimes when I'm watching this one as well, and like if I'm in a few, and also some of the trips we do as well, I'm like, it feels like sometimes we're trying to get too much stuff that it ruins the vibe that could have been captured nicely. Because you're trying to get content. So everyone's always like, oh, we're going to get content, man. We're going to get content, man. When it turns out, we just will get content because we filmed. Yeah. Especially when you do 2 teams, there's so much shit.
The reason we added an extra day was so we could have more time.
Got you.
As in, like, Obviously, that makes sense. Obviously, I mean as in, so we wouldn't have to wake up early if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, we could wake up an hour later. We could have an hour, because we don't eat during shoots, by the way.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, we'll start a studio. I know it sounds bad complaining about it, but like, we'll start a shoot at 10, finish at 6, and like, no one's eaten in that period.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's had lunch.
Yeah.
So we put the extra day in so we could stop for lunch and stuff, and then we ended up not doing it.
Yeah, sure.
So I think everyone's just, yeah.
Well, I was thinking as well that, like, because it's hard as well. If you're actually in like a bad mood or if it's not going well, it's hard to fake it. Because I was like, with you guys, you just fake it. Like when we come in or when someone's knocking, just like, oh my god, what is this? You know.
Yeah.
But I guess it's sometimes hard to. If you're actually rapped, if you think you're rapped as well.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it might be worth doing, like, so the trip we did just recently for a different video. Even that, maybe you have like 2 things that's booked that you go and do, but the rest of it just let happen what is going to happen.
Yeah.
And then
it's just the thing is, then you don't want to say something's booked at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Yeah.
You finish the thing at 2 p.m. at 4. You're like, oh, we've got an hour. What should we do? Oh, should we just chill?
Yeah.
Should we just chill until the next thing?
Yeah.
Whereas, I do get it. Like, you shouldn't.
Because sometimes we're like, oh shit, we need, what content have we got here? And it's like, well, actually, we've got loads. We've got fucking so much content. But it's like, what do you deem content worthy or not?
Yeah.
Like, I think like like I'll be honest, as a viewer, maybe it's just because I'm getting older, but like when they're like, oh, go and even in your one as well, the race across the country, of the world, that was different because, to be fair, the challenge got you the money. That's different. But say if it just was like, oh, go and like shake someone's hand, that's like, okay, I get that. But then also, it might be whatever you guys picked could be content, like you individual people.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a bad example for that video.
Imagine if we did, like, instead of that bingo card, they have to phone me and say, we'll do this for this money.
Yeah, barter. That's kind of cool. Yeah,
that could work as well.
Yeah. And then, because again, obviously, all of you guys are like content creators, so you pretty much you're all talented in getting content.
Yeah,
with strangers, you know.
The thing is, as well, whenever we have ideas like this, like the bingo card, for example, for the how far can you get. So I saw comments that were like, "Oh, that was a great idea from Simon." We all come up with the ideas together.
Yes.
Like, that wasn't my idea.
Yeah.
We literally sat down and we were like, "All right, let's do this. This is the generic structure."
Yeah.
Every video is that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was just, I saw a lot of people being like, "Yeah, great idea," and I was like, I wish it was mine.
Yeah,
it was everyone's.
Yeah, sure. And that's where like just things change and like time changes. So maybe like 2 years ago, what worked for you guys maybe won't anymore. The concept can stay the same. It's like cheap and expensive, and obviously Josh or whoever will book the cheap and expensive things. But then after that, just like see what happens.
I mean, I am getting tired. I'll be honest. I'm getting tired of doing stuff as teams.
Yeah,
I love doing stuff just all together.
Yeah,
like we never do like a holiday video, everyone together.
How would that work though?
Just do an experience rather than.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm saying that.
No,
sure.
But do an experience rather than it has to be this team gets good, this team gets bad.
Yeah.
You do like I always revert to this, the 3-peak challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like Sidemen go to Sidemen, and all together we have to complete a set of challenges, but we're all together. It's not like a who can do it first. It's not a who can do it whatever.
I think it feels like an unknown because with these other videos, obviously the pace of the edit is the switching between the two teams. You can always have like the jumping of energies.
Yeah, like you can always because there's 7 of us. You can always go like, all right, these are the tasks we've set ourselves. We have to do by the time we're there. You guys go out and do it, and we'll go out and do it. And you're not racing. You're going, okay, when someone's done it, we've all completed it. So
I think you should do that.
There was a video someone actually did go to Sidemen in Indonesia.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And it was a themed thing around us. So it was like, I have to meet someone that knows the Sidemen. I have to make a piece of jewelry for the Sidemen, stuff like that. And you could do that and go, all right, you have to meet someone that knows who the Sidemen are. Like, imagine we have to go get recognized by someone, and you just split up, and it's just like, once one team gets recognized, they can phone the other team and be like, we've done it. And it'll be like a...
Okay, I get it, yeah.
That's what I was saying in the previous podcast, where I was like, I enjoy the videos where you guys do calorie challenges, and then at the end, you all meet up and compare.
Yeah. So
you could do cheap, very expensive, and you all meet up at the end. Or you go to a place, like, say you go to a hotel, and there's a fucking penthouse suite that the good team are in, or expensive team, and then the rest is crammed into one, like, single bedroom. Like, when you guys... you could go somewhere as a group.
I've been waiting for that to happen, where it's like a good team, and then the bad team are their butlers.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, well, you thought that was gonna happen in this one.
Yeah.
But even so it's good v bad or cheap v expensive. You're all together traveling there, then you split up, then it's like a little mini team in a video, and then you all meet back and talk about your experience. You know,
Yeah.
because like it doesn't have to be like you're over here, you're over there. Because what John's saying there, like clipping between different scenes, is good.
I get it for the pacing. It does make sense, and it does work.
But you can all go to Paris, say, just random example, and one's good, one's bad, but you're literally 10 minutes away from each other, so you can interact, you can compare. JJ can then, when he's taunting you, he can taunt you in real life.
Yeah.
Or you can go and do a tour of the good room, but no, you're not staying there. So you're like, oh, this is actually fucking so sick.
Because that is another thing. Yeah, well, like we often see like a picture. If we're on the bad team, you see a picture or something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really like. I know I'm missing out, but a picture doesn't justify how much I'm missing out.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to walk around that room, I'd cry.
Yeah.
I'm walking around that room, then going back to mine. I would have cried.
Yeah.
Do you think like stuff like the £1,000 car challenge?
Yeah.
So it's like you're all together, but then you split into teams
Well, that's kind of like what you said.
That's fun actually.
like that.
Yeah.
Is that more of a way than?
Yeah.
The difference
you
in that
split
way is
off for a
everyone's got the
little
same
challenge.
budget, but that
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah.
Because then you're all
Yeah.
together the whole time still, but you're having the cuts between cars. It works well.
Yeah, and then we're excited. We're in our car. And we're excited to show the other team our car.
Yeah.
So like, if you do that in like these
And
videos,
it's not just at the end. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, in 20 minutes,
Yeah.
40 minutes, whatever.
and the road trips are sort of like that as well, aren't they? I haven't actually. Do you meet up?
It's normally like the same as a holiday. Like you swap.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
I will say all these comments are like it's more like constructive stuff because the video was
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
Video,
one of the
I
best
mean, the
in a
video
while.
is going to end up. I reckon it will end up being like our. Well, I don't know in how long, but like third or fourth most viewed video. I reckon.
Well, I'm in it. Go ahead, let's just shed a tear real quick together. Group tear shed
Why?
because I'm in it.
Oh. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll get held down by
Imagine like
a certain person.
because I'm in it. It just flops. No, but
our
I think some are going up there. We can't.
Retention just drops after about 2 hours 30.
I rock up. I do think we should have started filming early. By the way, I think looking back now, we should have started filming in the airport, and then they keep little like going back to us in like England, and it's like because we just kind of rock up there and like, oh hello. We should have been like, that's our fault, not Josh's. We were really scared. We were so nervous. Also, I want to complain because it's in my vlog. I never brought it up. I am just like the mule in this video. So it's me, Carl, and Calla there. We're in the same group chat. And then TP's like, oh, by the way, Randy, I've just shipped you 3 hats, 3 torches, 3 pair of gloves, 3 balaclavas. I'm like, okay. And I like talking to the looks and Freeze. I'm like, have you guys been told to take anything? They're like, nah. Then I'm in this building and then Jazz rocks up with a fucking football. Oh, can you take this to Switzerland? I'm like, what? A football? I'm like, and it doesn't fit in my bag. I'm like, Carl, can you take? They're like, nope. They just don't take it. So I check in. I have to go and take a football through security. So I put it in the security tray, take it through, and I'm on the plane. Like, there's no way they're gonna let me take this through. It's inflated as well, and it's now in the overhead locker. Just a football there. Then I have to carry it up that fucking hill. I'll give it to Gil, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then we just don't use the football. We don't use the fucking football for anything. We didn't use it at all.
We didn't get it out,
because Josh gave me 6 games to tell you guys. I was meant to go and do a speech at I'm the Games Master, remember? Yeah. And then my phone wouldn't load for the games. I was like, do you guys want to play Glitter Ball or whatever it was called? Like Knuckleball or something. And you guys were like, nope. I'm like, okay, well, this fucking football is so pointless.
We ended up played
Wavelength, which was good because the other team played Wavelength too, so it cut between us both playing it. We also played Monopoly Deal. That's not in the video at all.
Oh, okay.
And that was actually...
We played Monopoly... Well, I didn't know how to play it, so I was kind of like
yeah,
learning.
Yeah.
But that was like a long time as well.
Yeah. We did a comedy show, which my opening line got took out. And
JJ did a whole stand-up as well.
JJ did a whole stand-up. I got taken out as well. But so my stand-up was really, really bad, but also it was a bit better than it was.
Funny moments.
Yeah.
It was better than what was in the video.
Yeah.
You had funnier moments.
Yes. Oh, no, yeah. We actually had a way better time than it shows.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just... That's probably because, like you said, when the cameras are off, you actually...
Yeah.
A bit more free. But, no, I enjoyed it. It was fun. But also, I will say, we will look back on that and be like, oh, it was a great night.
I mean, it was.
Well, you don't think so?
No, it was. It's just... I feel like it... I don't think it was like... I think we could do that any time, and we would have as much fun.
No, I agree. I enjoyed just being with the boys, but also your perspective was different because you had a whole 2 days of just shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot more fun once because you guys also came in and immediately tried to get us to drink.
Yeah, but not just drink, but just vibes.
Yeah,
we were drinking.
It was literally like, oh, what stuff you got over in that corner? Jaeger, okay, shot.
Yeah.
We were just like, bro.
I know, but I mean, I would have enjoyed. We would have enjoyed it regardless. I was gonna say as well. I've forgotten. That's great for a podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, is it against like YouTube's how well things do on YouTube that this video is doing well because it's 3 hours. It's not really Mr. Beastified, you know.
Nah, because Sidemen videos are never really like Mr. Beastified anyway. Apart from that one that you did, that was Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can say it's 3 hours long, but like it's not like this video didn't feel any different than the other holiday videos, other than better camera work, better grading, all that stuff. Because like I wouldn't compare a 2 hour video to 3 hours. Like that's still both long as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say in that regard, this one's wouldn't do better because of that. I don't think so because I would say Sidemen content is often is very anti-meta to be honest. Anyway, like because it's just so long and like you leave a lot of stuff in, which is the good you know.
Yeah,
good
realistically, if we wanted to get more views, we could make every video like 20 to 25 minutes. I reckon.
Yeah.
Does using licensed music help or hinder that?
Help.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we will get the boys were getting some comments. Oh my god, how can you guys use these songs without getting claimed?
Yeah.
Nowadays you can do that. There's a service
You do
out
pay
there.
for it.
You pay for it. Yeah, you have to clear it. It's like a if I use a sample in my music, I have to go and get that cleared. It's the same process actually.
Yeah.
And there'll be like a middle company going to do it for you.
But it makes the video so
It so much better. Yeah. And I'm happy to say that the song I suggested got put into it.
Which one?
You know the Bruno Mars one in the chalet when they show the good team. Mr. 24 Magic. Yeah, and actually, not to blow my own trumpet, but it actually helps a lot.
Yeah.
Drake was in there as well.
Was he?
Yeah. Non-stop, I think.
Yeah, I mean the music, like even the intro.
Yeah, and the outro.
And the outro. You just chuck the music on there and it's instantly like, all right, this just feels...
Yeah.
It's like Chris MD's videos.
Yeah.
You watch it, you see the intro with a song you know, and you're like, oh my God.
I never bought it. Like when Harry always used to do that. Harry, by the way, used to put it in knowing he'll get claimed.
Yeah, Harry did it before it was like a thing of you pay for a license. He did it and just didn't earn.
How many residual views does he get? I wonder if he could go back and then now license them.
Oh, it's not worth it now.
It's just not enough views.
It would have
been. His might be.
If he had done it, if you had done it like a year or two ago, it could have been.
Sure.
But now I think...
Well, yeah, unlucky on the failed money, Harry.
Now he's doing... How many views? It's so crazy that he just doesn't... He's doing 2 mil.
Mm.
Would he, if he just re-release them, do you reckon it would get loads of views?
Maybe, but I just know he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect Harry for his, like... The way he'll run a channel, like he doesn't want to upload on his main now because it won't be good enough. You have to, as stupid as it is, you have to respect it as well because he has like a quality level,
which helps for Sidemen. Even in Sidemen videos where like you can clearly tell like he doesn't care today. He'll still be like, "No, we shouldn't do this."
Yeah,
which is what you all want for each other. What I was going to say was, oh my god, I just forgot it again. That's mental. No, here you go. Josh told us. Josh kept saying to us, I owe you boys. Because like, from his perspective, he thought like, we threw you in to a bad team and the vibes were low and you traveled all this way. But I always say, I enjoy that stuff anyway. Like, it's just a memory for me anyway.
I mean, for you especially, you literally vlog.
Yeah.
So it actually doesn't make a difference.
No, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I mean, actually, by the way, I will say on that topic, I'm pretty good at not showing much off the video because I did the video titled Secret Sidemen Sunday, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, you just ruined the whole thing." But number one, I asked you, is it okay if they know we're in Amsterdam, which is fine. The video concept has nothing to do with what, like, you know, I did show us in the Wonder place, but again, it's not. It doesn't change the storyline of your video.
Yeah.
And I did say, like, I'm literally commandeering this video right now. But I'm pretty good at it. And that one, no one knew at all what we were doing in Switzerland, so that's cool. But no, Josh was like, I owe you boys. And I was like, no, honestly, you don't. Because obviously, you guys take us everywhere. So, like, you can always give us on the bad team. But then at the same time, we were like if you want to spoil us, you can.
If the vibe's not good, maybe just chuck us on the good team, you know?
I think moments like you know, when we went to Dubai and we were doing the hide and seek on the yacht and then we're just chilling afterwards. I think those vibes captured would be so good for people to see.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would ruin our content. Like, sorry, it wouldn't ruin our fun.
Depends how intrusive they are. Because imagine you're chilling and then a cameraman says to you like, oh, like, wait, say that again.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Or they say, oh, can you just come a bit closer to camera? Or, oh, wait, the lighting's not good yet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I'll circle in. I was getting so mad at James, but not in a bad way, but like... what if then we vlog it, but not consciously vlog it? Like, what if we just go somewhere, just film whatever we want to film, and then we just... we have a creative control of what they show and what they don't show? That would be good content.
It would be good content, but I think it's just like... I also think you have to find things that you want to do for fun.
But say we don't, though. Say if we just like, we're doing what we're doing anyway. Say the trip we're going on later this year.
I don't think you'll ever have the same time if there's a camera and if there's not.
Yeah.
Even though you don't do anything like differently, I think you'll always be subconsciously knowing there's a camera there.
I think for a video, yeah, but then I think like, because say the vlogs like that when we've all been filming recently, I don't think like if I pull a camera out, we don't go like, oh, we actually get more excited sometimes. Oh, like let's do like a little,
Yeah, but like, okay, if I went on holiday with Talia if I went to the Maldives again,
yeah,
I could vlog one day. But if I was vlogging everything and I'm like, okay, I'm not being intrusive, I'm not going to, we're going for dinner, I'm not going to film dinner and stuff like that, I think I'd still have a better time vlogging less.
Oh, for sure. In that scenario, for sure. But I'm saying like with the boys, like...
Even then...
Do you think... I'm like...
Like, I think all that conversation that was captured when we were all in beds...
Yeah.
...was natural.
Yeah, for sure. But if we had like...
That's because there was no light on, so you literally couldn't know there was a camera. James literally didn't tell us. Illegal, by the way, James.
Sure. But I don't know. I still think like even the darts day. I know you weren't there. Like I don't think because Bez was filming, I was filming, but it didn't feel like anything was different at all.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Bez only film like?
He filmed a small amount, yeah. And I just film like someone taking a shot. I'd go and pick it up and like I'll replay and stuff. But I don't know. Like I just think like I don't know. Like I feel
we could definitely show more.
I think we have way better of a time than videos show.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying is I think we have the better time because the video's not filming that part.
Yeah, but then I'm saying if we just filmed it like discreetly, I don't know, but it's just like I don't think for me personally. I mean, because I'm doing stuff when I'm vlogging now, and the camera changes nothing for me because I like filming. So put it this way, right? So you go on holiday, and you go to like, or say Nick goes on holiday, right? I bet he takes his camera out and he goes and takes photos and films stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'm saying that in that regard, like, that doesn't change the way you enjoy your trip. Like you don't enjoy your trip.
He's no point. I assume if Nick was to do that, is he addressing the camera? He's taking photos because he enjoys taking photos.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He's
the
filming
vlogs.
Stuff.
I'm saying vlogs should be like if we were gonna film it, that's what it should be like. It's not like, oh, hey, I'm here now. It's just like me and you are fucking walking across the little waterfall, and I'm like, look at this. Because so I'm with Harper, right? I'm with Harper this weekend. We're gone to like feed the ducks and stuff. I'm like filming that, not for vlog. I'm just filming it for memories, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm like, I look back at it and I think that's fucking sick. So I'm saying sometimes we have moments where I'm like, let's fucking capture this.
But we're filmed so much that like when you're filming Harper, for example. You want to see that moment again because you're not like she's not on camera all the time. You're not like that. So there's loads of
I know.
Whereas we're literally like filming videos non-stop. So the time we want to enjoy ourselves is also off camera.
Yeah, I know. But then that's why I'm saying like if you were to hold a camera, like say we're in Dubai in that hot tub, and like Josh pulls out a camera, I'm not gonna be like. Oh, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's film it, And then you look back and think that was a fucking fun time. We don't even have to post it. I was saying for that first Vegas trip we did, I was like, let's set a Dropbox up and let's put every photo and every video we have it in there, and then get someone to edit it just for us. It's like a hangover fucking post-credit scene. I thought that'd be jokes, but I do get your point. This podcast is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook.
The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is giving new customers a shot to turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets with any college basketball bet.
North Carolina listeners, don't forget DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in your state.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code What's Good. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code What's Good. The crown is yours.
Here are some lines for the upcoming games. Utah Jazz are plus 800 versus the Thunder. Trailblazers plus 525 over the LA Clippers. Golden State Warriors minus 600 and the Philly 76ers plus 320. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia visit www.1800gambler.net.
In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, KS. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario.
Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/bball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Well, Mr. Beast did... I know we were saying Mr. Beast. I don't want to...
Yeah.
He says that content creators go full-time too early.
They do. And what he means by that, by the way, he means, say someone's in a job and they have a dream of being a content creator, they will quit their job and quit everything else and then go fully into content, and it becomes so much harder then to sustain that, because actually how much money you need to generate from content is quite higher than you would think compared to the money you get from a job.
Yeah.
So say if you got an apartment and your apartment is £1,500, just that's quite a lot as well, and your job is say $2,000. Okay, cool. Like you've not got much money there to play with. You still got to cover $1,500 for your rent. But then people look at us and what we do and be like, oh my god, they travel so much, they earn so much. But it's like, yeah, but then when you quit that job, you've now got to create $1,500 for your rent out of views. And what $1,500, by the way, is like 500,000 views. And then the difference that people don't realize is that's every month.
Yeah.
So you have to get 500,000 views every single fucking month. So we obviously, that's why people do brand deals, that's why people do clothing, that's why people do so much stuff, because you have to do every criteria to then scrape that money together. Whereas in your job, it's guaranteed, it's secure. So you know, okay, I'm here for like 6 months. Well, not always guaranteed, but you know that I've got a contract for like 6 months, 12 months. If I do my job, then I'm going to get that each month. I think the smart thing to do is supplement it. So like, and I know it sucks, but do your job and then just work really hard in the evenings to try and scrap up that extra.
That's what I feel like. If you're, depending on what kind of content you're creating, if you're making like studio kind of stuff where you're like, all right, this is what I want to do for a job, fair enough. But if you're trying to be a YouTuber and you're doing, I don't know, gaming, or you're doing vlogs, stuff like that, I feel like you should never be starting it for money anyway.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can say, oh, my dream would be to do this
professionally full time. Yeah.
But you shouldn't be like, okay, I'm going to do this and I need to earn this money.
Mm-hmm.
It should be like, all right, I'm going to just put in my spare time.
Yeah.
And then it can turn into that.
And the stress you get from doing content is unbelievable. Like I actually think that like it actually makes you it makes you not a better person, but it gives you a lot of skills in life. Even now, I'll say I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't feel like secure at all still. And this is like 15 years later. So like, it's stressful. Like honestly, sometimes I think I would prefer to like just switch off. Go 9, 5, switch off. I'm never off. And it's like, it creates like you get burnt out so much easier. And that's someone, and that's someone who actually earns enough money to like live, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, oh my God, you become so stressed.
Like, it can be very easy. Like realistically, I could just go, all right, I'm only going to do Sidemen. So I'm not going to do
it. It's my own fault for sure.
I'm not going to do What's Good. I'm not going to do any of my channels. I'd have so much spare time.
Yeah. I could not have done Poker Run. I could have not got a warehouse. I could cut all my expenses. For sure, yeah. I probably should do that.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't have any stress, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if someone's in a full-time job and they quit that and then use the content to supplement before they're ready, because Mr. Beast was saying before they're ready, then you then create way more stress because you're just like, you start hating it. If you stream 8 hours and you're like, oh, I want to be a streamer, once you have to stream 8 hours to be able to earn money, you start hating it.
Yeah,
and then you become depressed, and then
I think you should be earning the amount you need to earn. So say that 1,500.
Yeah, that's a random number as well.
Yeah, no. If you should have to be earning that for like at least 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
To even think about quitting.
Yeah, and also have a plan in your mind, like a business plan. Treat it like a business. So treat it like what is my business plan to be able to be self-sufficient in this? Because also people just quit their job and just stream 8 hours. You can't just stream. You have to have you have to clip your stuff up, put it on TikTok, Twitter. You have to have merch available or something like that. You have to think about what is your plan here, because people that succeed in this, they have that. We don't just do content. You have to have how do I earn money from it? How do I actually? It's treat it like a job,
And you also have to accept that you're not going to get views or anything for a while.
Yeah.
Was it Jinxie? I think I saw he streamed every day for a year
to one person,
like that, to one person.
And that was himself.
Yeah, that's insane. That. If you're doing 8 hours, that's long.
Yeah, it's really long.
No viewers.
Streaming is one of the most taxing things. I think people look at streaming and go, oh, it's just like playing games all day. But
it's because it can be.
It can be for sure.
I can find streamers that I'll click on their stream and literally they are playing a game. It's not work.
Yeah.
But when you see a streamer I know Kai is having a great time, but that's tiring. Mm-hmm. I know someone like Jinxie, that's tiring.
In your job, 9 to 5, you can obviously
I'm not saying how it's way harder than a 9. I'm not doing that.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, because I saw Hassan said that, right? He got in a little bit of a pickle. Oh. He was like, streaming is so much harder than a regular job.
Yeah.
And he got cooked. It's not harder, but it's like you have 8 hours and you can't do anything. So that you can't check your emails. You have to be active there. When I was streaming, I was like, I remember that my business was failing because I was like, fuck, I'm not available.
I don't know. This will probably end up getting hate. I feel like streaming would be as hard if you a full on good streaming would be as hard as a normal job if you hated streaming.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
right?
Yeah.
Does that sound stupid?
Say it again.
So, as in like a 9 to 5 of streaming,
Yeah.
and you have to actually be a good streamer. You can't just sit and play a game. You have to actually actively talk to chat, do this, promote yourself, socials, whatever. And you didn't like it. It is hard.
Yeah, I think it's hard, but in a different way because it's like mentally taxing.
Yeah.
So, but like other jobs are hard and not enjoyable because they're boring and not just. There's loads of other things that make them bad. But yeah,
the reason why streaming
is challenging.
Reason why I think streaming isn't a challenge is because like I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
But
I think
it is exhausting when you do it for 2
But you
months.
enjoy what you do on stream, don't you? Especially
Yeah.
now, reacting to stuff because you get to just watch videos.
Yeah,
But
I watch videos and play games. That's it.
Yeah. Because I enjoy playing games, but I didn't enjoy streaming and playing games. Because then I'm like feel exposed now. Like, the way I'm playing, the way I'm talking to chat, it's like always like oh my god, I've like got to please people.
Yeah.
So when you're not streaming, you're just playing games.
But like I've seen people who have like another job who love what they do, and they wouldn't say their job is hard.
Yeah.
Because they love what they do.
Yeah.
So most streamers like playing games, or most streamers like doing this like public stuff. So it's not hard at all.
And that's a good point as well. But with all this on this debate is like Mr. Beast is right in a sense as well. What he's saying there, because you might enjoy gaming, but streaming is not just gaming. Like you say, it can be. Like SVC, he just fucks around on a computer, but he went through the grind of like streaming to know people. Jinx, he went through the thing of streaming to know people. They probably both didn't start by thinking this is what I want to do full time. I mean, they're both pro players, aren't they, as well?
Yeah.
Or they could be of Rainbow and
No, they were, I think.
and Overwatch. Yeah. But like, if you think that just the job is just gaming, it's not, because you got to do all the back end, you got to do all the financial side. So yeah. It's like me saying, I enjoy making videos, but the job isn't just making videos. You got to plan it. You got to, like the Sidemen video, you got to plan where you're going to stay. It's not just going to Verbier.
Again, as I said, we all enjoy it, so I don't think it's hard work.
No, yeah, we
And
would
I'm
never
not gonna
change
sit
it.
here and be like, we work so hard, because everyone always like, I always see, do the Sidemen work hard? Realistically, I think we work a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't think we work hard.
No, well, I would say you do work hard for sure, because it's abnormal though. Like, because you do, like, even you do go on, like, I don't know, it's a lot of work.
But again, like
traveling.
If you look at, so what just came up on the screen, by the way, is Toby having a massage.
Sorry, okay, yeah. No,
That
is
if
really
that's an hour-long massage. He's had an hour of work where he's had a massage.
Yeah, it is a
not
really
work.
interesting debate, but we are accustomed to this life now in the sense that, like, we'll go, I don't know, yeah.
That's what I'm saying with, we work hours. I don't think it's hard because of what we're doing.
Each thing's not hard, but combining them all together is hard.
It can be.
It's sacrificial. It is sacrificial.
Sacrificial. I'll
Yeah, there you go. Because like I'd say in the last like 3 weeks, I've not even like I have not stopped, But what I've done is fucking sick. I've gone on 3 trips. Someone commented like all Randy does is go on 3 holidays. JJ took me to Miami, and then Freezer took me to Dubai. And
then we took you into holiday, and then you also gone to Amsterdam.
Took him to Amsterdam, yeah. But like the sacrifice part is the hard part, because like you go from like no sleep to the next one, then back, then the next one. But I wouldn't change it for the world though. No. It's people take the shit out of context. I know they will.
Do you think you have quite a strong mind with it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Do you think
I've been accustomed to it now?
Do you think you have a stronger mind than me? And that's not me saying like, don't. You don't, but
I think you have a stronger mind than me.
It was literally just a topic we had.
No, I actually heard that one. That's a good one. In what way though? I would say yes. Actually, I would say yeah. Because in those moments where we're in that hut, I'm just like, okay, cheer up. We'll just cheer up for now. After that's done,
okay.
I'm like, no matter what, let's just vibe. Okay. But I'm quite vibey anyway. I'm always like, let's do this.
Okay.
I think it's because I actually have moments where I'm like, I do get quite lonely and sad. So I'm like, if we're out and about with each other, let's fucking have some fun,
Yeah, I get that. Okay, but in terms of...
Oh, maybe not, actually. I'm very emotionally bad. So maybe I've got a stronger mind.
So, I mean, I think...
How
do you judge a strong mind? Because I think there's so many ways you could...
I don't have a strong mind. I've changed my entire opinion.
I'm more... what's the right word? Like, I will post every single day. I'll do this.
Yeah, I don't post because I get emotional.
Yeah.
That's weak
So
mind.
What's the definition of a strong mind?
I was thinking it from the angle of like who could stick it out the longest in just in a plain white room.
Yeah, okay. In a plain white room, who do you think lasts longer? I think it entirely depends on the day you get there.
I think it's Simon, 100%.
In a white room? No, I'd say
plain white room.
I'd say in a white room I would survive longer, for for sure.
No, you wouldn't have TikTok.
I don't need
You'd be
TikTok.
fucked.
No, I'm in that regard. I'm actually way. I'm calm with like those kind of things. But with like posting every day and like people's opinion, and that I really struggle with that.
I struggle with that.
No, but somehow you keep posting. You don't let it stop you. I
Yeah.
let it stop me. Like Pokemon, everything I've done, I've stopped because of people's opinion. I don't actually have an opinion of my own. But in a white room, fucking yeah, I'll just sit there.
White room is you're either getting me for 3 minutes, or I think I'm sticking it out until I win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, could you actually just hold it together though, or would you just lose it? That's who would lose.
I think I'd
Who
lose
would
it after. I'd lose it after 10 minutes, but I would be in there.
I'm very good at mind over matter, and I'm very good at like convincing myself it's okay. Like I remember there's one time where me and Laura were going to Disney World and the plane ran out of AC and it was really, really hot. And I just said to her, just pretend it's cold. So I would just sit there with my eyes cold,
Little bit
closed.
Gus Griswold.
Yeah. I was just what do you call it? Meditating. You know?
You got that reference, right?
No.
Oh.
Recess?
Yeah. Where they walk across the playground to turn the water taps on.
I don't remember that one.
It's really hot and Gus is fine. And he's like, I just pretend I'm in the snow with my dad.
It works, you know.
Yeah.
That actually works.
I think I got quite good body heat regulation.
Really.
Yeah.
I hate being hot, but I don't mind being cold.
I feel like I'm never that. My face is the only part. This part of my face.
I also think bladder as well. You know, if you need a wee, just pretend you don't, and you're fine.
No, I'm bad with that.
You're really bad with that.
I'm bad with that. Okay, so you think you would last longer in a plain white room?
Yes, but I don't think that means I've got a stronger mind than you.
Okay, I got one. What about procrastinating? Because who's the worst procrastinator?
I procrastinate so badly.
He's more fucking
well,
procrastinator.
yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying in a white room, I don't mind because there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm just there.
Yeah.
Whereas if you put me in a white room and then give me like something to do in there, I will choose the wrong option, you know? For sure.
Yeah, I think procrastinating is probably the marker because procrastinating, you're like stopping yourself from doing things you want to do.
Yeah, I actually
worst
hate
part.
that. I think I
I'm
definitely...
quite bad at procrastinating, to be fair.
It doesn't seem like it.
No, but he is. You actually are. But you also then have things to just stop you procrastinating.
You know what it is? I procrastinate by doing other things that are work.
Yeah. I agree
So, like,
with that.
I'll be like, for example, I need to record a voiceover for the football video we've got, and I'll go, I'll do that later. I'll film this second channel video. So I'm still doing work, but putting off the thing I really need to do.
Your second channel is your procrastination tool, isn't it? Like
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
But
agree.
like, then sometimes I'll put off the second channel by just playing Overwatch.
But you streaming that,
No,
or are you
I
playing
just
it?
play
Oh,
it.
okay, so that is procrastinating.
Yeah.
Okay, so properly
Like
procrastinating.
yesterday, so it was either yesterday or whenever it was, or Saturday. Basically, Lilo is peeing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Found out she has a UTI.
Wow.
So she literally is just peeing non-stop.
Yeah, shit. Sorry about that, dog.
It's fine. But it's literally like every 7 minutes she
Wow.
goes. She sometimes pees.
Wow.
So Talia and her sister were looking after them, so I could go record. So I was sat upstairs, I recorded a video, finished that, recorded another, finished that, and then I wanted to record one more. And I sat and I see Viz in a call, and I'm like, should we just play one game of Overwatch? I haven't played in like a week and a half. Play one game. And I sit in the call with him for a minute. I go, nah, I'm being a bitch. Let me just record this video and then go downstairs.
Yeah.
And that's like the first time ever I've not
Wow.
done a game of Overwatch.
That's sick.
But
You should work.
I will always go, all right, I've done one video, give me a game of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Lose that game, I'll quit when I win.
Yeah.
Then I
Yeah.
win one, I'll win streak.
Yeah.
So,
It's good having something like that to like the second channel being your...
yeah, you can procrastinate by being productive.
Yeah, that's why I like the vlogs as well. The vlogs kind of do that for me now. If I'm like not doing, if I'm having a bad day, I'll just go and get a coffee and film that. That's why I have to keep my vlog just like, because someone will comment like, "Oh, you just waffle in this video." I'm like, I have to do that. If I change my vlog, then it's gonna be bad news.
Yeah.
So I have to almost keep it boring and just like settle with less views and less people who enjoy it, but more actively people enjoying it actively. You know,
I get that.
it's hard. I also, by the way, I get anxiety now. When I do like KSI title or Sidemen title, I get anxiety because I don't like, because it's more views, it's more attention, and I'm like, okay, it's.
You kind of like the smaller community.
Mhm. I like
The ones that are there to watch you live your life.
Yeah, the Texas ones,
get
not
that.
the Texas, but the trip ones are so good because I'm like, you know what, I'm just enjoying myself now, and I know that I'm going to get less views, but those will really enjoy it, you know. But then obviously I don't have to, but the KSI Cyber ones then also help grow it long term.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, but it's like fuck, I don't read comments when it's a good one. I'm like, oh shit, and also you get the anxiety of then it's going to drop as well. It's like diss track era, like you
Yeah.
know that you're going to flop off in a minute.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
Damn.
I'm enjoying it.
Who do you think's got a stronger mind, Nick?
Out of the two of you?
Yeah.
God, neither.
Wow.
Remember the mic, Nick? Now you have to actually grab that one.
I reckon. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to be offended, whoever you say.
No, I don't know. I can't commit.
I feel like Nick knows me more as my podcast persona though than
Yeah.
me actually as I am.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
These
I'd
lot,
say-
these lot know the worst side of me, by the way.
Who's got the strongest mind in the troops?
JJ.
He does, but sometimes it's not in a good way.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Crypto, for example.
Yeah.
Harry.
Harry has a pretty strong mind, to be fair. He is literally like...
Vic actually has quite a like I don't give a fuck about anything but what I'm doing.
He does have a strong mind.
Yeah. Josh has a weak one than you would think.
Yeah.
Not in, and I
Josh is worried about
sympathise.
dying, so that gets in the way of his strong mind.
Yeah. Ethan, I'd say no.
No.
I'm going to say Harry, like completely way over Vic, because Harry is the most himself as a person of anyone I've met. Like, and he's just consistently that.
I don't know. I think Harry's quite like reserved though. Like you actually don't.
But
Not
by-
in a bad way.
But by choice.
Yeah, but to us though, he actually is quite different. He's quite different than what you see. To be honest,
He actually...
he's very different.
Yeah.
But in a good way though. In a good way. But Toby as well. What do you reckon about Toby?
Nah. He'll procrastinate loads of stuff. And
I think it might be Vic. You know, honestly, Vic does not
it's
give a
between
fuck.
it's between Vic and Harry for me.
Yeah.
I can't decide.
Yeah.
What about Lux and Freezy?
Freezy
Lux gets like...
looks like me.
I'd say you're not... If you have loads of things like you have, for example, where you're like, okay, I've got this, and this. If you just go on one thing and focus on it, that is strong-minded to that, but I don't think you're strong-minded because you've left all your other things.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
So like even JJ, when he commits to something like boxing, that's everything.
Yeah.
But I would say as strong-minded as he is in boxing, overall, he's left things to kind of just nothing.
Yeah. I need to. My goal is this year to like hire everyone I need for all the other bits, and also be good at managing them as well. Because like I have done really, really well in everything I've done, but then because of that, I leave the other things to shit, and then it just goes to shit.
Yeah, fair.
To be fair, Freezy is very strong-minded.
Freezy is, but I think I'd put Harry and Vic top 2, and then I'd go Freezy third.
I still think Freezy has some like parts where he just worry about things, but he's better at keeping
That's
it.
why I'm not putting it. I don't see Vic and... I'd go Harry first. Vic does worry over some things, but I'd say a lot less than everyone else.
Yeah.
So I'd go Harry first, Vic, then Freezy.
I do think all of us should talk more though about things that we don't
should.
like. Sometimes you can tell someone's like, but also I think we do it in different ways. Men speak in different ways. Really, we don't like be quite wordy about it, but we do things that would like help. You know.
Yeah. You kind of just notice it. And
Yeah,
then
you
just
do,
try
yeah.
to do stuff around it.
Yeah. Rather than being like, hey, what's up, man? You
Yeah.
okay?
But we should. We should talk
We
more.
should talk more for sure. Yeah, but we won't.
Well, I have nothing else to talk about today.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone else has anything. No. Cool.
No,
All right.
good.
Well, that's our last podcast.
Yeah. Shit. We should have made that. We didn't make that clear, right? We're gonna take a little break.
Yeah, we might miss a week.
A week, probably one max a week. Unless we're just busy, you know, because we might miss this.
Yeah, but
We might miss
max a week is...
Oh, sorry,
Missing
minimum
one.
week. Minimum week. I'm
We
so
definitely
excited
won't miss
for a
two. We
step.
won't miss 2 weeks. Well, as in
We might miss 2 weeks.
Two would be the absolute max we would miss.
But I'm saying we miss a week, right? And then we're like, oh, let's film the next one, and we're all busy. So we should plan it today when we for the next one. But I can't wait, by the way. I'm actually so excited to have a shell again.
Same.
It's just so open. It feels too open to me.
It would
I
be
like the reset.
Yeah.
It would mean something has gone catastrophically wrong. I can't fucking say. Can you say that?
Very wrong.
The whole thing.
Catastrophic. I think the whole thing would have gone catastrophically wrong if it's 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I like it. It's going to be like a reset.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one, as you said a couple of times, like...
It looks good, but it feels so open. I'm so
Yeah, but
exposed.
it also feels like we're just waiting.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck me. Yeah.
yeah.
God damn it. All right, I'm going to work on stuff today, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll call it there. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the new set. Woo! Peace.